to Bloom's Power of the Brain edition. Joining us now with ways to feed your brain is occupational therapist, chef, and the cookbook author of The Power of 5 Test Kitchen Cookbook, Caregiver Edition, Melissa Bernstein. Melissa, welcome to Bloom. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to bring some of my favorite brain healthy foods.
I love it. I love it. So let's talk about how we protect our internal brain. What do you mean by that?
Well, how we do that is that we eat things that are good for our whole body, things that are reduced in sugar, things that aren't processed, things that don't have any chemicals in them, as clean as we can eat, because food is medicine.
It really is.
And if we think of food as medicine, you can think about all the cleanness of the food we eat, like blueberries and strawberries. They're fresh. I buy a lot of organic, although you don't have to. Kale is just a powerhouse full of things that help your brain.
And I love that you explain it where, you know, we get on our bikes, we wear helmets, we protect our brains from the outside, but people don't understand the power of foods as medicine to heal the inside of your brain. So many different studies. So let's start with the chia pudding. You have them in these cool glasses. It looks like something that you could eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner dessert.
Breakfast snack, a delicious dessert for guests. So it's very easy that you just put the chia seeds and almond milk, cashew milk, or you can use any kind of milk that you prefer. It goes overnight and it expands, and you can add then the next morning, it's a beautiful pudding. You can add then your beautiful berries, which also have antioxidants in them. You can add additional nuts if you wish. You can add a little bit of sugar, although I usually do natural sugar. It's because I do think that sugar is very bad for your brain and bad for your body.
Yeah, we talk a lot about inflammation.
Yeah, a lot of inflammation.
So people really need to dial down that inflammation. I mean,
inflammation is not only for your body, but also for your brain. Sugar is just bad for your brain.
And these healthy fats too, as well, with the walnuts also.
Walnuts, avocados, also, you know, even olive oil.
Yeah.
The healthy olive oil is also good for your brain.
All right, so this looks amazingly delicious. I want to give it a sample. Now let's talk about the powerful punch of this salmon salad.
Yes, okay, so I am a huge kale fan because kale not only has lots of fiber in it, but vitamins, and it's just packed, even more than other types of green like spinach. It's even more perfect than spinach. And all I do is add all fresh vegetables to it, and we're just going to do that to toss our salad and do a very light dressing. And then you can add you can have salmon, grilled salmon, you can add a piece of grilled fish, grilled chicken, you can add a tofu if you don't eat chicken or fish, and you've got a perfectly balanced diet.
I love it. Now, did you massage your kale?
I did it already, yes. I already massaged my kale. I already added
You got to massage it. That is the secret, because then it tastes all like grassy, but as soon as you massage it, it starts to release the flavors.
And it's released all the flavors. I add a little bit of olive oil to it to do that, so it just makes it a little bit easier to pull apart. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add hearts of palms.
Okay, love those.
And we're going to add scallions.
All right.
Which are also good. You can add thinly sliced red onion or just a regular thinly sliced onion. And this is good. This is Parmesan cheese, although I use a plant-based because it's got more protein and it's got more fiber in it and less fat.
So you lean into a plant-based diet?
I do.
Okay.
I do, yes. We're mostly plant-based,
yes.
I would say.
Same with our family.
Yeah. And then another really powerful nut is the pine nuts.
Okay.
So roasted pine nuts, we throw those in.
Are those easy to find?
Those are very easy to find.
Okay.
And you just roast them, but you got to watch them because they will burn if you don't watch them. Very careful.
Fan of the pine nuts?
Because pine nuts have 10 grams of protein.
Wow. Okay. Because I'm always looking for a protein source.
Yes. So that is a great protein source, and it's actually lower in fat than some of the other nuts. And then we add raisins for a little sweetness. You can also use currants if you wish. And then we're going to add just some lemon, squished lemon juice here.
And you don't need the store-bought.
No, everything is all natural.
Yeah.
There you go. And we're going to put a little olive oil in this. And of course, you got to have garlic. Got to have garlic, right?
Okay. And you mix that?
And the glass. Yep. And you mix it all together. and you have a fabulous salad.
That looks amazing.
And then you just put it on the plate, or you can even add your pieces of grilled chicken or fish right in the salad and just mix it all together. So
and this layering effect is you're getting your nutrients, but like you say, that the power of protein, because I'm hearing again and again that a lot of us, especially if we're trying to stay active and work out, we're not getting enough protein in our diets, especially if we're trying to eat lean.
Yes.
But these little secrets like the pine nuts is really key.
Especially as you get older, you need more protein in your body. And the other thing is you need to really be focused on your brain power, because a lot of us are worried about our memories as we get older. So things that you can do, like eating healthy foods such as this that are full of nutrients, are going to help with brain health.
And why did you decide to write the Caregivers edition of your book?
You know, I wrote that book because the caregivers that I have worked with don't take care of themselves. They're 100% taking care of their caregivers, their care recipients. And I wanted to give an activity that would be a purposeful activity in the kitchen they could do different than their normal routine that they do with their care recipient. So bringing it into the kitchen so that they're able to remember things that they might have made with their grandmother or their mother, and so it's just reminiscence of that. Music and dancing you can also bring into the kitchen.
I love it. That's such a beautiful idea. I think of my mother-in-law, what an incredible caregiver she was to my father-in-law. And you're right, she always put herself on the back burner. So thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.